Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockne built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Release to the back. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had lofts one high and deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Tosses it incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on first down. He makes the connection. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Pulls it in. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to add another. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They get him down after he makes the catch. He's going to pass on second down. It's complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have... Oh, it's on the ground! Live ball! Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's LaBelle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. To throw, it's Wilkins. Coming after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And this defense has squatters' rights in the backfield. Back-to-back sacks, and the crowd is insane. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Does this offense want to keep throwing the football, honestly? Because you've now been sacked 3 times in a row. You're proving that you cannot block these guys. They have to have a complete shift, I think, in their approach to how they want to attack this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Big play for this offense if they get it to the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking for room. It's Aldridge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to... Touchdown, Notre Dame! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Wide out in motion. Slams ahead. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Here come the Irish back on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Splits the uprights, it's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.